Hello everyone, and welcome to the LCD Hello World display project. Here's how we're going to do it today. First, as always, you're going to get with your partner. Make sure you have the box with you and your partner's name on it. Then you want to set up the breadboard, as shown in the diagram. The breadboard, for those of you who don't know, is this big white board. It's got a bunch of circuits running inside of it so that we can attach wires to it and make circuits without having to solder things or melt things in place. For a better picture, look at the instructions on page 98. We'll do that in just a moment. Once we look at it, you want to upload the sketch as shown in the video. I'm going to show you how to do it. I will come around with my computer and upload it to you guys. Boards, yesterday's project I don't think worked without being plugged into my computer, but I believe today's will. Yeah, because we don't need to use a serial monitor. I should warm up my voice in the morning. Anyways. Can you build this without the breadboard? That is a stretch question. I'm thinking the answer is no, but maybe you can think of how to do that. Alright, so we click on the instructions. And we want to go to page 98. We know that because it says 98 right there and right there. And I just said it, that's why. So at 98, we have lesson 14, LCD display. Overview. In this lesson, you will learn how to wire up and use an alphanumeric LCD display. For the sake of length of this video, I will not read all that. You can read that on your own time. You want these parts. We'll see these in our group of stuff that we're going to look at in just a moment here. Okay. Component introduction, LCD 1602. I'm going to let you read through all this when we do the worksheet. But right now, I want to show you how to put it together. So let's do that. Okay, so you've got a bunch of the parts in here, including some parts that we had on other days. That's right in there. So what we want to do first is this the potentiometer. This is in the foam. When we put it back, we want to put it back in the foam because you don't want to mess up or bend any of these little prongs here. Same goes with the LCD display itself. We don't want to mess with the different prongs here. We don't want to bend any of these. So we're going to be really careful with that. It does not fit in the box. So we'll have to go ahead and make sure that when we put it back on top of the box, we put it down really careful and gently. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and build it, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I just built most of it, and I'll show you that in a second if you can't see it yet. But I did want to tell you two things. At the risk of making this video longer, this line right here, this last little node or whatever, it lines up with this black wire right here. So that's how I'm going to line that up. And I'm going to make sure that it ends up in this column of holes, or this row of holes, I guess if we're looking at it this way. So this row of holes with this one right here, that's where I'm going to line that up so that all of these prongs stick in correctly. I'm also going to show you this potentiometer. To get it to go in there, you have to bend these wires at the bottom a little bit. But I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so here's what I've got built, and I want this LCD screen to go ahead and go in there. I've got prongs on the bottom. I don't know if you can see them because I'm not great with the camera. And let's go ahead and line it up with, where is that wire? I wanted to line it up with this wire's row, this black wire. So I'm going to do that right now. Here it is. I've lined it up. And one moment. The other thing I wanted to show you was the potentiometer. It's got 3 prongs on it, as you can kind of sort of see. Now you can see maybe a little better. And what you got to do is you got to bend those prongs in a little bit. Got to bend them just a little bit, not a lot. You want to bend them enough that they can fit in those correct 3 holes. So right there, that one fits in just fine. I'm going to plug it in, see how it works, and then we'll go from there. And again, when I plug it in, I'm looking at the cord, making sure that I plug it in correctly. I don't want to accidentally plug it in like that because the holes would not line up. So I'll plug it in. I want to put a finger on the back of that metal part. I don't actually want to be pushing from the side. The side's just like holding it steady. So I push it in. I hear a little click. It's good to go. I'm going to pull up the code if I can. Show you what I do here. I got the code up. I'm going to go ahead and upload it. Hoping this is doing its job. An error occurred while uploading the sketch. Okay, so now I need to do some troubleshooting, which will probably be off video in a moment. Alright, so I checked a few things, quite a few things actually, and I think I figured it out. I had this black wire, I ran it from here over into this first hole to the second one. And that was messing up the flow of electricity. The circuit was not complete, so it was an open circuit, and therefore the light was off. However, now the light is on, and I think if I upload the code, it should be better. Let's find out. Nope, we have an error message. I get to keep trying. Say what's wrong? It does not say what's wrong. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so after a lot of troubleshooting, I think I figured this out. It's a little finicky though. So, what we've got here is our setup. Let's look at it. And it's not saying, it's lighting up, so that means the power's coming through, or lights are on. That's good. But then we want this to say, it should have a little message. Let's see if I can get it to work to show. So, you can't really see it. Let me focus in. Just like looking at a bright light right now. But if I get it right, it actually says, right now it says hello world. Let's see here. Is there a better angle here? Nope, there's not. Alright, well, you're going to have to believe me that when shown correctly, it says hello world. It all comes down to this little potentiometer. I think, there it is. It says it, you can't see it, but that is okay. It's all about getting this thing just exactly right. As soon as I let go of it, it goes ahead and lets go. If you are struggling with this, let me know, and I'll try to play with it maybe a little bit. But if you're not struggling with it and it's lighting up, you have succeeded. Alright, and that is what we have for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that it does work for you. Either way, great job.